Hi, in this video, I will show you how to create a complete online banking website where users can easily create an account. You can fund users' account directly from the admin account, and users can perform both local and international transfers and also print their receipts and statements of accounts. Users can easily make deposits by uploading checks, make payment through cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. It also comes with a very cool notification bar for every transactions made on the website. Admin can create multiple currencies and users can convert currencies like USD to Naira, USD to Euro, and so on. Users can also apply for virtual MasterCard or Visa credit or debit card and also apply for loans as well. This banking website also comes with transfer codes such as COT, IMF, tax code, and many more features. If you want to learn how to create this website, then follow me as we dive straight right into it right now. Yeah, welcome guys. So now, as we already know, for us to be able to build our banking website, we need a hosting and domain. So this, I'm right now I'm on my Namecheap account. Yeah, my Namecheap is actually the best hosting and the most affordable hosting that I can recommend for you. It works every time. So, and in case if you do not have a hosting account yet, it's very simple. Just check the description of this video. You see a link to Namecheap. So once you click on the link, it's going to bring you directly to this page where you're going to buy your hosting account. So for this project, you can simply go with the first plan, the Stellar plan. So all you have to do is just click on Get Started. Then you can come here to come and choose the name of your domain. So the domain you want to use for this project, it could be something like a name I was using before for a client, Diamond Gate. So it's just going to be a general name. Then you can build your banking on it. So it's as simple as that. So now let's assume you want to go for a name like this. So I'm trying to see the one that is available. So let me change this to Z. Yeah, so this is available. So once you've gotten a name that is available, it's going to check it in green like this for you. So then you want to scroll down. You have to click on this place where it says connect to hosting. So I'll click on it, connect to hosting. So then after that, just click on add to cart. So once you have added it to cart, all you have to do is just come here and click on confirm order. So then the next thing you want to do now is you want to add your card details. So but in my own case, I have already I've bought the domain and hosting I want to use for this video. So in your own case, you just have to create an account, and once you've created an account, you add your dollar card details because you have to use dollar card for this payment, or you add your PayPal. So those are the two payments, or you use account funds. So then you can use Bitcoin with this cryptocurrency. So now, just so that we can go straight to the building of the website, I've already gotten hosting and domain. So after your successful purchase, you'll be given a dashboard like this. So now as you can see on my own dashboard, I already have like 3 domains on this account. So I'm just going to be going with one of them for this tutorial. So now I'm going to come here to where it says to this icon here. So I'll just go down to where it says go to cPanel. So just click on go to cPanel, then it's going to redirect you to cPanel. So right now we are on our cPanel. So the first thing we want to do right now is want to install WordPress. As I already told you, we're actually building this banking website with WordPress and as well with PHP scripts. So now the first thing we want to do is want to do our front end of the website. We want to build our front end. Then after building the front end, then we'll build the back end. That's our admin dashboard, account and stuff. So to build our front end, the first thing we need to do is we need to install WordPress on our website. So now let's go down and go to WordPress. So I'm going to open it in a new tab like this. So under the install here, so I'm going to click on this small arrow here, then I'll click on quick install. So I'm going to select the domain I want to use because I already showed you I have multiple domains on this hosting account. So I just want to use this for the tutorial's sake. So I'm going to use this. So now you have to set your username and password. So I'm going to do my username and password. So I've actually put my username and password. So the next thing is you are going to click on install here, so it can install your WordPress website for you. So now after installation, you'll be given an information like this. So now you should just need to click on the second link so that it can direct you straight into your dashboard. So you have to click on exit launch. So I'll come to plugins here, installed plugins. So I'm going to delete every plugins that are here except for Loginizer. So Loginizer is important for the security of your website. So I'm just going to deactivate all of these plugins. I'm going to click on apply. So I'm going to select everything again except for Loginizer. I'm going to delete them. So we are done. So now we want to build the front end of our website, and for this purpose, we'll actually be going with a premium theme, of which you will also be getting access to. You stay to the end of this video. So now I'm going to go to add new plugin here. I'm going to go to appearance, then themes. Then I'm going to click on add new theme, upload theme, choose file. So this is the theme we're actually going to be using. So I'm just going to double click it. So install now. So I'm going to show you how to get access to this before the end of this video. So now our theme has successfully installed. So next thing we want to do now is we're going to click on activate right here. So now we have successfully installed and activated our theme. So next thing we want to do is come here to where it is begin installing plugins. So just click on begin installing plugins. So I'm just going to select all the plugins, come to bulk action, install, then click on apply. So to install all the plugins one after the other. Now we're going to come to return to required plugin installer. So I'm going to select it all, then I'm going to click on activate here and then apply. So now the next thing I want to do now is let me reload. Okay, let me just go to dashboard so that everything can. So now this from Elementor, you just have to close this. So the next thing I want to do right now is let's come to appearance. So this is the theme we are using. So just go to feedback FinBank option. So just go to FinBank options. So when you go there, you're going to see all of the settings pertaining to this theme. So but we're still going to come back to this later, as the first thing I want to do now is let's go to theme carrier import. So just go to theme carrier import here. So just click on start. Scroll down. So once you are using Namecheap, you don't have anything to worry about. All of this will be settled. So just click on start again, then click on install. So you can as well go with any hosting of your choice as well, because I've tested this on as much as hosting as possible. So you can actually go with any hosting that you like for this stuff. So just click on next. Then you can click on import here. So you just have to wait till it reach 100%, then to import all of the content. So right now guys, the importation is completed. So, and it says all done, have fun. So now let's click on view your website and see how our website is looking right now. Yeah, as you can see, everything has been done. All designs, everything has been done for us. So the reason why I use this is so that we can have the time to actually take care of other aspects of this project, which is the admin account, the backend, and every other stuff. So once the design is taken good care of, we can focus on that. But before we are through with our design, we need to do one or two things. So now I also need to show you about these stuff that we just imported. So one thing I like about this premium theme is that it has a lot of design. So this is not the only design we have. Let me show you. So if you come to under home, so this is the first design that we have right here now. So if I should go to home 2, you will see another. So if I should go to home 2, you will see another texture of design of which we have here. Do you see? So this is a texture of design on green. So let's go to home 3. So you see, this is blue. So this another texture of design on blue. So with several pages that you can use, you can choose to remove some of these pages and leave the only one you want, and I'm going to show you how to do that later. So, and at the same time, if you do not also want all of these different pages, there's also another section for one page. Now let me show you that of one page. So this is the one of one page, such that everything that you have is in one page. Let me show you. So if you click on about, it's going to take you to the next page, services, to the to the next section of the page. Everything is directly on the same page, services on the same page, news, get in touch, then other pages. So that's one cool stuff about this. And if it is the one with different pages, different section of the page that you want, like this one that takes you to another page, like you should go to services under account. We have different pages like this. So you see, so it's going to be taken you to different pages about us. So, but for the sake of this video, because I will not want to make this video to be too long, editing several pages, we'll just go with the one page, so that it should be easy. So depending on you, you can use whichever one you like. So, but the first thing we need to do is let's choose. So now for me, I'm actually going to go with one page 3, which is this. So I'm going to go with this. So we're going to go with this. So now, so I'm actually going to go with this, like I said. So now, the things we need to do now, if we want to use this template, number one, we need to change our logo. We need to put our login details, change the logo here as well, then change whatsoever I want to change here. So another good thing about this template is that you can use it with Elementor. So if you are a user of Elementor, then you don't have any problem. You can easily edit everything that we have on this website with Elementor. So this is what I'm talking about. Let me click on edit with Elementor right here. So right now our Elementor is done loading. I'm just going to close this, and as you can see, like I told you, everything here can be simply edited with Elementor. Like this is the title here, and simply change it. Like let's think of saving, you can delete, you can add your own text, so on. So more, you can change this, you can close this here, you can just scroll down. So if you already know how to use Elementor, then you absolutely do not have any problem. So but if you do not know how to use Elementor, I'm gonna link a video for you in the description of this video. So just check the description. You see a video on how to a full tutorial on how to use Elementor, so you can easily edit this website yourself. So let's leave that and go to the next stage of this project. So the next stage, you want to change our logo. So I believe if we are going to be doing this project, we want to change the logo of this that comes with this demo to your clients or your logo, and as well as the logo in this footer, and then some other changes. And then also this template is highly responsive, so everything here is very responsive, as you can see. So you don't have to worry about the responsiveness of your website, as everything has been taken good care of. So let's go on to the next step of this website now. So to change the logo, all you have to do is come to appearance here. Let's go to Finbank option. So I have to do just come to where it says logo settings here. So this is where you change your logo. So this is the favicon, and then this is our logo. So now what this favicon actually means is this icon here. So now let me just go to the website and show you. So this icon here that is displaying here, this white icon, so that's what the favicon means. So if I should change it now, it should reflect. So now let's start with that. So I'm just going to drag the logo I'm going to use. So I want to use this. Select. So in your own case, I think I'm just going to crop it, so you can decide to crop it so that it shows only the icon. So I'm just going to go to edit image, crop. So I just want only this place to show, because it's the favicon, so it's not compulsory that everything should show. So just the symbol alone is okay. Apply, save. Upload. So I think one thing about WordPress is that it's sometimes when you edit, it takes some time for it to reflect. So so now it has reflect. So that's what we want to use. So for the logo, upload. So because this has been cropped already, don't worry about it showing to the full. It has already been cropped, so it takes time for it to reflect. So I'm going to drag a new one. Select. So I'm going to change everywhere we have on the, okay, sorry, since we are going with the third design, so all you have to do is just come to home 3 logo image. So this is where we need to change. So but in your own case, you can decide to change all of the logos to your own. So I think we are good. So now the mobile view, so just change the mobile view as well. So you can click on save changes now. So now let's see, let's go to home 3. So as you can see, our logo has been updated. so remaining the footer. So now let's see how it looks like on the mobile. So this is how it looks like on the mobile. So it has been updated everywhere. So just the footer, and we're going to sort that very soon. So let's check one more thing, and that is the width and the height, because it seems to me that the logo is not that very big, and you can see the favicon has been updated as well. So now let's just go to home 3. Yeah, so now I'm going to increase the width and the height, probably to, let's do 50-50 and see how it's going to look like. Yeah, as you can see, the size has been increased, so I think it's okay like this. Let me check. Yeah, everything seems okay. Yeah, it's good. So now let's go on with other stuffs like, so let me go back to the settings. So let's go to general settings, preloader. So the preloader is yeah, this one is the preloader. So you can decide to change the content. Probably let me switch it off and on. So this is the preloader. So you can simply change the text here. So I'm just going to change it like this, depending on the name of your stuff. So then I can save changes. So right now, I think the next thing we need to do is let's check our footer. So yeah, you need to change the logo, and I'll also show you how to change the contents that are here, and then how to work on your menu as well and everything. So let's just do that very quickly, because right now I believe you already know how to edit all of the content of this website using Elementor. So the only thing that will remain for you is how to edit all of these menus, of which I'm going to show you, and then how to change this logo that's at the footer, and then also edit everything at the footer section. So now let's go to edit your footer. So you just have to come to appearance, then go to widgets. So you have to look for footer widget 3. So this is it right here. So just click it here. So as you can see, this is the logo. This is the logo that is being used currently. So now if we are going to change this logo, we just need to replace it, change this link. So now to get the link of the logo we are trying to use, now let's go to media here, library. So okay, I think I didn't save the settings, but I'm going to come back to it later. So now this is the logo we want to use. So I'm just going to copy. So you just have to copy it from here. Then you will place the link. So just paste it here, then click on update. So that is how to change the logo. Then this is the text that comes below this particular text here. So you can change the text in this place, and then the banker here, this one you can also change it from here as well. So all these useful links, services links, if you want to change all of these links, you can simply let's go down. This is useful links here. Then you see that it is a menu. So if you understand how to use menu, so the menu has been created already. So, and it's very simple. I'm going to show you. So for services as well, all of this menu has been created. Let me show you these services. So this is the menu. So now let's go to menus and show you what I'm talking about. So go to menu here. So now if you click on this drop down, you see all of the menus that has been created already. You know, we imported the demo, so all of this has been done. So this is the services and then where is that useful links? So this is the useful links. So now let me select useful links. Then you see that all of the pages would be changed. So as you can see, these are all of the pages for useful links, and that's why we have them here as well. So if by any chance you don't want any page, you can just scroll down here, then you can remove, then save menu. So it's as simple as that. So you can also apply the same thing for services. Just scroll down here, come to services, select, then you can, as you can see, all of these pages here are the same stuff we have from the services. So you can remove any stuff that you do not want here. So for this, go back to your widget. So let's see. So this is it here. Find your nearest branch and ATM, as you can see. So you can simply change it from here. Then the contact form that was used, this is a contact form. So you can decide to remove it or create another form with the contact form. So that's how to actually work on the footer as well. So but because my system caches a lot, so let me see if it's going to reflect now. Yeah, it has reflect. So sometimes it takes time because my browser just caches a lot. So now I think we are okay for now with our front end. So now let's move to our back end immediately, and I'll show you how to set up our accounts, user accounts, admin accounts, our banking system, and every other stuff we need to do. So now to do that, you just have to come back to your cPanel. So let me close on any unwanted tab here like this. Let me leave. So I don't need this again as well. So now let's come back to our cPanel. So the first thing we want to do is we need to create a subdomain for the banking system. So to do that, just locate where we have domains. So you can open it in a new tab just like this. So once you've done that, click on create a new domain. So all you have to do now is copy the link of your website that you are actually using. So then paste it here. So you need to type in a prefix, probably like client area, or user account, stuff like that, or bank dot, so stuff like that. So in my own case, I think I'll just go with client area. Let's go with bank or account. So then click on submit. So now that has been submitted successfully. So now, as you can see, it has created the subdomain for us. So now let me close this. So go back to your cPanel. So now let's go to our file manager. Open it in a new tab. So we should be able to find it here. So this is it here, account.vitamission.net. So this is it. So now once you come here, you can delete every folder you find in it. You do not need them. So now what we need to do is you're going to upload the banking script, of which I'm going to give you access towards the end of this video. I'm going to show you how to get access to this as well. So now you need to select file. So this is the script right here. So I'm just going to double click it. So it's going to load. So you just have to wait till it reaches 100% and turns green. So once it turns green, then it has successfully uploaded. So I'm going to close this tab. So now let's reload. You should find this zip file here. So now click on it, right click, then extract. Just extract files. Then click on close. So now let's open the folder. So these are all of the files we need. So all you have to do is just click on select all, then right click, then click on move. So now clean this Alpha Bank, just clean it. So then make sure you leave it at the slash here, then click on move files. So what we are simply doing is that we are moving all of the files from here outside. So as you can see, all of the files have been moved. If we should enter into the Alpha Bank now, we won't find any files again. So now let's delete this folder since we have moved everything inside of it outside. So now this is what we need. So at this point, when you copy your subdomain that you create, it should open something for you. So now let's go to this browser. So now let me paste. So it should open something for you. So now once you get to this page, then you should know that everything is working well. So now the next thing we want to do is let's set up our database. As you can see, it says database connection failed. So now we need to set up our database. So to do that, let's go back to our cPanel. So just scroll down and look for database here. So then you have to go to where we have MySQL database wizard. So I'm just going to open it in a new tab. So what we want to do essentially here is create a database that I want to use for this banking website. So now what's going to be the database name? So you can just use any name. So you can use something like bank. Let me see if so you just type bank. So it says that's already existed. I think I've done something like that here before. So you can just use so in your own case it will go, but because I have created a bank on this stuff before, that's why I said that's existed. So I'll just use banks like this. So this should go. Yeah. So that's the database. We have created it already for the database name. So for the database user, you can just say bank z user. This is the database name. So for the database user, I can just say bank z user. Okay, now you need to put your password. So just choose a password and type it here. Yeah. So I've done that. So all I have to do is create user. So now once you get here, just select all privileges, then scroll down, then click on next step. So now this is what we need. This is the database username, and this is the database name. So these are the two things you need. So just keep this tab open like this. So while we go to our file manager, so once you come back here, go into the USS core folder, then come to con.php, then you just have to edit it. So then you have to come here where we have database, so just leave it. So under database user, you have to change the root here. So now this is what you're going to put. Come here, this is our database user name. So just copy it, then you change it here, paste your username here instead of the root. So you do the same thing for the database name. So I'll just copy this. I'll paste it here where we have that DB name. So that's the database name. I'll just paste it there. So I'll do the same thing for, so the password that we created is what you're going to type in here. So I'm just going to type the password here. Then you do the same thing for this place as well. So you just have to come back here, copy your username again, then you replace it with where we have DB user here. you clean this, then paste your own. Then you copy the database name, copy it, then come and paste it where we have DB name here. Then change this to your password. So now let's click on save changes. So now once we reload it, it should work now. Yeah, finally it should start working now. Yeah, our script has been installed successfully. So now one thing you also need to know is that this script on its own is a complete script, and what I mean is that with this script you already have a front end, all pages created for you as well. So depending on your discretion, you can decide to go with this front end that actually comes with this script that has all of these pages and all of these stuffs. And at the same time, you can also decide to go with the front end that we have created ourselves, because this is much more flexible. We are able to edit it with Elementor and stuffs. So I will show you how to connect both this front end that we have created with this script that we're going to be working on, because what we need here is just this e-banking. So let me show you. So this is what we need, the account section. So now what you need, so once you have once you have gotten to this stage, you've installed your script successfully, the next thing you want to do is come to e-banking, then scroll down and go to create an account. So you have to note the first account you create on this website, on this script here, is going to be your user account and also your admin account. So now let's go on ahead and create our account. So I'm just going to use let me use this. So I'm going to put a password, then PIN. Just put a PIN. So for the name, I'm just going to use any name, then put a phone number, a random phone number. So birth date, I'm just going to put any date, just any date. Let me just put probably any date, any date. Religion, let me just put others, Maryland, Nigeria. So then zip code. So once you have filled your address, then you can scroll down then to your next of kin. So this is not important though, but it's not, so it's just optional, but you can just put it up, just put an info here. So here you can choose your currency. So now it is by default in dollars, so I want it to be in dollars. So savings or current, fixed, so I'll just put it at savings. Then I'm going to click on I agree, then we can create our account. So now I'll click on no thanks. Okay, so now let us sign in. So if we try to sign in, it's going to give us a verification message. As you can see, it says your account is currently unverified. Please contact the admin or support team to activate your account. So now the reason is because we are trying to log in as a user. So that's why it's saying we should verify. But now we want to log in as an admin, and I told you that first account you create is going to be for your user and as well as for your admin. So now to log in as an admin, you just need to remove this dashboard here and replace it with admin. So it's going to take us to the login page of an admin. So okay, we're already logged in. So in case if not logged in, you're just going to take you to a login page of an admin. Let me show you how it's going to look like in my incognito browser. So this is how it's going to look like. So then you will be able to just log in from here, as you can see. So this is how to log in. So we're done. So yeah, finally guys, so as you can see, this is our admin dashboard. Yeah, so the first thing I want us to do is let's as you can see, this is our overview. This is the thing we have: overview, we have users, tools, management, gateway, finances, configure, and then can log out from here. And then we also have the profile here, and then as well as we can have our notification. So under the overview, we have total users, debit, and so on. So and we can also manage users from here. All users, we can also add new users by ourselves and manage users. So now what I want us to do is, let's go to our tools, because we can our settings is actually under our tools. So let's just go to settings here. So right now in our settings we have email. So this is where we'll set up our SMTP business email. We also have general settings like logo and then site name, and then we also have users login and permission. We're actually going to work on the three of them, but for what we're going to be working on right now is the general. So because we need to actually change our logo and then our site name. So now let me work on our logo and our site name. So now let's change our logo. This is where we change our logo. I'll just change this icon. So I'll just click on change icon. So we're just going to be using the same logo as we used for our front end. So now for the name of this banking website, we have not even set a name. We just use the name. Yeah. So we can change the headline, description, and so on. But it's not that very compulsory. I will show you why. So now let me just click on save changes. So as you can see, the logo has been updated. So right now, if we should go to the front end of this website, so let's come to front end. So here at the front end, as you can see, the contact here has also been changed. So all of these are actually for the front end. So but since we are not going to be using the front end of this script, we're going to be using the one that we actually built by ourselves using WordPress. So we don't really need to trouble ourselves about all of this description, phone number, address. But if you want to use the front end that comes with this script, you can change all of this to your own information. So now I can just come here, since I've clicked save changes. So now that's what we need to do here. So now let's come back to our settings. Let's go to email. So admin. So we can just leave all of this. So for the email settings, you don't have anything to do here, just leave it as it is here. Settings okay. So now let's go back to settings. Now let's go to user login and permission. So it says collect username at sign up. That's self-explanatory, so you don't need to switch this, just leave it like that. Send confirmation email to user after registration. Enable affiliate program is not compulsory. Prevent user from updating their email. Yeah, let's just leave it so that users cannot change their email later. We send confirmation email on every email update. So it's okay like that. So then default registration rule is going to be member, to mean that anybody that creates account on your website should always be a member, not an administrator. So you are the only one permitted to be an administrator with this account. So then automatically delete unconfirmed accounts after 7 days. So this is up to you. Any account that has been created but has not verified, probably to email, should be deleted after 7 days. So you can change whatever days that we have here. So temporarily disable sign up is probably when you've already gotten a lot of users and maybe you just want to stop people from signing in later. So this is important, but for now we don't need it. So let's just click on save changes. Yeah, changes were saved. So now we have done all of the settings we need to do on our website. So I've already showed you about the users management, and now to be able to work on all of this, we need to go on ahead and create a user account. So we're going to create an account for a client so that we can be able to do everything that we have on this banking script. So to do that, I'm actually going to, let me copy this link. I'll copy it like that. Then I'm going to come here to new incognito window. So I'm just going to right click and paste here. So now let's come here to click on e-banking so that we can log in fresh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in okay, sorry, I want to create a new account. So now let's click on create an account. So I told you the first account we create is going to be for the admin, of which we did, and that's the one we are using for the admin. So every other account that are created on this website will automatically be only for users that are coming to register for the website. Now let's put in the Gmail address that we want to use. So and then also the password. Then as well as PIN. So now let's go down. So now let's put in the first name, the last name. So I'm done filling up my personal information. So all I have to do is just fill in the personal info. After that, let's come to address. So I'm just going to put an address here. Then come to your next of kin, and like I told you, it's not really important, so we can just skip it for now. So the preferred currency, we only have dollar. So now this is savings account. So now let me agree here and we'll create account. So now let me try and check my email so that we can confirm our registration. So now because now if I should try and log in like this, sign in. So as you can see, it says we should confirm our email address before we are able to proceed. So what I will just do is, because I'm on an incognito mode and my Gmail address is not even here. So let me just go back to my admin account so that I can just quickly verify it so I can show you. So once you get to the admin, I have to let's go to settings again. So come to, okay, no, not settings, let's go to users, all users. Then this is the account brand Estes. So now as you can see, it is not yet confirmed. So just come here and click on edit. So it says the email has not been confirmed. So I'm just going to mark this to confirm email, to confirm account email. So I'm going to scroll down and click on update account. So it says account successfully updated. So if you go to all users again, as you can see, it has turned blue. So let's just do this so that we can log in and start other stuff. So now let me try and sign in. It says login successful. So now we can enter into our user account and see what we have. So now our transaction pin, so just the pin we created during the registration. So as you can see, this is our user account. This is our currency. We only have one account for now, which is US dollar. I'm going to show you how to create multiple accounts. You can have US dollars, GBP, Naira, and Euros, as much as possible. So this is our user account. So the first thing I want us to do is let's come to our profile here. Sorry, let's go to our account. Under accounts, this is where we have our profile. So we are actually going to move through all of these settings one by one. So now this is under our profile that we can actually view all of our information that we have actually filled while signing up for this banking website. So now this is where you can actually change your profile picture. So now let's click on it. So now let me just locate some pictures that we can use for this profile picture. So let me try and use one of these pictures. So I think let me just go with this and then click on update. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully changed our profile picture. So we should come back to our dashboard. As you can see, we already have a profile picture. So now let's come back to account statements. So we're doing with profile. So statement here is where you have once we start having transactions, you will see we have information here at statement. We have KYC. So from here we can upload our KYC documents like our national ID card or passport or whatever document. Then after uploading, we can submit. Then the admin will receive it and they can approve it. So now security, this way you can actually come to change your password and just type in your old password and put in the new password and then also confirm it and change the password. Here as well, we can change our transaction pin and we created from registration. So then after that, we have transfer, we have local transfer, international transfer, mobile deposit history. So then we have monetary, where we have digital deposit card, and then we have our loan. We can apply for loan and the status of our loan. So now let's just quickly, since the security is just all about changing password and pins, and we don't really need to do that. So you can do that by yourself. So now what I want to do is let's go straight to transfer. So now let's start with local transfer. So I'm just going to open it in a new tab. Yeah. So currently we do not have any money in our balance. Yeah. So now to actually have money in our balance, there are two ways we can go about it. We can either come here for mobile deposit. You see, so we can upload check, or we can as well come here for digital deposit. This place we can actually enable cryptocurrency payment from here. So we're going to get to that very soon. And the third way by which we can actually fund this account is if the admin actually fund this account by himself. So now let me show you. So I'm going to go back to my admin. So these are all of the account users we have. So now we come to manage users. So let me go to manage users. So right here on manage users, so all we have to do is just come to where we have this account you want to work on. So I'll just click on this pencil icon. Then I'm gonna scroll down to where we have currency here. So we only have just one currency for now. So Now I want to credit this account, so I'm just going to put it at credit. Then I'm going to put an amount. So now let's imagine I want to credit it with just 10,000. So you can just write it. So this $10,000. So the description can be for anything. You know, the admin can just put in any description, any reason. So let's just say for service. So you can just put in something like that. Then after that, you can update the balance. Yeah, as you can see, the user has been successfully credited an amount of 10,000 USD dollars. So now let's go back. So now let's reload. As you can see, we now have $10,000 in our account. And another thing I need to notify you is, now let's go back. So now let's see our notification. As you can see, we already have one notification now. Let's see what is that. Yeah, the money we received. It says hi Brian, is to notify you that an amount of $10,000 has been credited to your account. So you can also click on the notification to view the full message. So to view the full notification, you just have to click on view all here. So you can see you can view the full message from here. So now let's go back to our dashboard. So now we can now proceed to transfer. So now let's do local transfer. I'm just going to open it in a new tab like this. So now we have $10,000 balance. So now let's assume we want to transfer $1,000. So now there's charges. The charges fee is 10%. So I'm going to show you how to also work on the charges fee. Now let's go back to our admin dashboard. Now as you can see, the charges is 10%, so meaning that it's going to be but we can always adjust the charges from our admin dashboard. So let's just check it out. So now once you go to your admin dashboard, so now let's go to settings here. So now let's go to general settings. So now let's go down. So now under general settings, we have exchange fee and we have transfer fee, and you can see it's currently at 10%. So if you want the transfer fee to be a bit reduced, you can just say probably around 1%, because 10% of every transfer is very very expensive. So now let's just click save changes. So let's say okay. So let's go back. Now let's reload. So now let's try to transfer $1,000, and as you can see, the transfer fee is just $10, and it's okay that way. So from here we can find beneficiary. So you can add beneficiary to your account that you can transfer to, or this is a new account, we do not have that now. So now bank name, so we can just say first bank, then account number, let's just put the account number for now. Then account holder, name of the person receiving the money. So then you can decide to save it as beneficiary, and use it for transfer, probably for payment or for anything, or you can just say probably school fee. Then you can transfer. Okay, it says local transfer is not activated on this account, please contact support. So now before we can be able to transfer any money out of this account at all, so we need to activate transfers for this account. Now let me show you how to do that. Now let's go back to our admin dashboard. So let's come to users here, then go to manage users. So this is the account here, so just click on this pencil icon. So now as you can see, transfer has not been activated, so we need to activate this transfer. So there are other things we can activate like code OTP, email OTP, but I'll just leave these ones for now. So that when we get there, I'll explain. So now I'm just going to click on modify, then OK. So now let's go back to our user account and try the transfer again. So now let's make the transfer again. We're just going to choose $1,000. Same bank we choose. Right, so now we can click on transfer again and let's see. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, we are currently in transaction history, which is right here. So this was the first transaction we had, which is when we actually sent $10,000 into this account. So you can also view the receipt from here. So this is the receipt, as you can see, of the money that we received. We can as well print the receipt as well from here. You see, so you can do the same with the money we just sent as well. Probably you want to share the receipt with the beneficiary. So this is the receipt here, you can print it. So then there's another thing. If you go to account here, statement, you can also view the statement of account. You see, so money in, money out. So you can also print statement as well. So as you can see, even in our statement we have just $8,990 remaining because we have actually sent out $1,000 and $10 for our charges fee, and we can print it as well. So this is it right here. So now let's go to our dashboard and see if the money has been deducted already. It has been deducted in the statement. So this we now have a balance of $8,990. So that's how this banking script actually works. This is our user account. So I've not even showed you the overview. So this cryptocurrency stuff. Then we have trading indices. We have these are the recent transactions that we have made. So that's how it works. So we have showed you profile statement, security. Now we just finished local transfer, so now we can also make international transfer. It's just the same way up we did the local transfer as well. So but in this one, you just have to select the country of that particular person. So let's make a transfer of $2,000. So I'll just put in so now select identify, because this is an international transfer, so we have to select between these accounts here. So I'm just gonna go with routine. Then you can put in a routine number, whichever one you go with you get. So any one of them. So you can say beneficiary, reason for transfer, let's say for business, then agree. You can send our transfer. So it's as simple as that. So now let's check our dashboard. So as you can see, we now have the balance of $6,970. So now let's go back to transfer. So now we done local and international. So now let's go to mobile deposit. So like I told you, this is another way of depositing stuffs. So assuming we have a check, now we can just use it as an example. So since we do not have any check, but let me just show you this. So deposit check. So this is just assuming you have a document, we can just upload a check document, and then the admin will receive it, and then will approve it, and then fund the account. So I already show you how to fund account from the admin. So you've seen history as well. So your history will actually have a record of every transaction that is happening in this account. So now let's go to monetary digital deposit. So now let's work on digital deposit. So now for us to be able to make use of digital deposit, I remember I told you this is where we can actually make use of cryptocurrency on this website. So now let's go back to our admin. So now we have worked on all users, admin user, manage users. We have also worked on settings. Then let's go to gateway. So there are two things we're going to do now. Under management, we're going to work on cards, loan, then currency. So but now let's work on gateway. So now I'm going to come here and add gateway. So now we can add crypto payment gateway or bank payment gateway. But let's go with crypto. So now we can see BTC, that's going to be Bitcoin. So then gateway name will be Bitcoin wallet. Then icon. So now if you have an icon for Bitcoin, you can just quickly use it. So I'm just going to choose this Bitcoin icon. So we're going to use it. So then after that, so just make sure it is active. So then wallet address. So the title is going to be wallet address. Then here you can put in Bitcoin address that you want to use. So you're just going to put in a Bitcoin address so that the client can be able to make payment into the to this Bitcoin address. I'm going to show you how it's working. So I'm going to click on submit now. So the payment gateway has been added. So if we should go back to our user account now, let's under monetary, let's click on digital deposit again. As you can see, we now have Bitcoin wallet. So we can add as much as digital currency that we want. Probably you can also add Ethereum as well, like this. So you can just call it Ethereum wallet. Then I'll just choose an icon, put in the wallet address, then put the Ethereum wallet address here. Then I'm going to click on submit. So they get. So now let's go to our user account. Let's reload. So as you can see, you should click on drop down. You now have two payment method. So you can use Ethereum, you can use Bitcoin. So then let's use Bitcoin and click on select. So now this is the wallet address that the user has to pay into. So now after the user has paid into this wallet address, so then he has to come here to type the amount he paid. So probably if it's $5,000, then the transaction ID from the Bitcoin transaction. So just put it in here. So then click on deposit. So your deposit of 5,000 USD has been sent. Reference ID will be credited once the deposit is confirmed. So all you have to do is you now come back to the admin here. So come to management, finances, then come to deposit. So under deposit, as you can see, it is currently pending. So you can easily just click on this pencil icon here, then you change it from pending to approved. Then you can click on update. So you have to also verify if the money has actually been seen. So once it has been seen, just approve it. Then the user can easily go to his dashboard and then find his money there. And when he checks his notification, we have a lot of notifications now. Since we have been doing a lot of transactions, and if we come, okay, let's just go down and we can see all of these transactions. So next thing is I want to show you how to add more currencies so that we can have USD, Euro, and so on. So now let me just show you how to do that. So you have to do is so in our admin we have actually worked on users, tools, management. We have not yet worked on anything here, but we have worked on gateway just now, and then we have worked on deposit as well, check, and transaction. So now let's go to management. So it is under management we are actually going to create our currencies. Now let's go to currencies. So now as you can see, we already have the dollar as the default, so we can add new currency from here. So now let's click on add new currency. So from here we just need the currency code. So now let's add in Naira. So Naira currency name, so it's going to be Naira. Then currency symbol, so you just put in the Naira symbol, then the rate. So currently now in Nigeria, the Naira is about, the last transaction I did was 1,720 per $1. So just click on save currency. So the currency was added successfully. So right now let's go to our user account. So let me reload. So now we have a Naira account. So you can do that. You can create as much as possible accounts. So now let's create probably an Euro account. So 1 euro is currently $1.11. So because we'll actually be the rate is going to be against the dollar, do you get? So now let's create for Euro. Just the Euro is going to be EU HAL. So EU HAL, then just type in Euro, then we need code here, copy, you can paste the code here. So now rate per USD, so we already know 1 euro is going to be, so $1 is going to make up how many euros? Let me see. So let's see, let's change this to USD. So it's going to be 0.90 euro. Yeah, so now we can save currency. So now let's go to our account. Yeah, now we have 3 different accounts. We can create as much as possible and they will just be listed here. So this is the rate from here. So and I already showed you how to fund accounts. So if you want to fund all of these accounts now, it's very simple. Just go to the account, then you can fund them. So I didn't know if you actually want to fund the account, you just have to go to users, manage users. So we still have, currently we have only one user. We are going to be creating one more users before we finish this video. So as you can see, we can just come here and all of the accounts we have created are here. So you can just select anyone and then credit it. Then you are going to find it. So but I don't want to credit, instead I want to convert. So now let me show you what I mean. So now we already have money in dollars, we do not have in naira and euro. So what I will prefer is I want to move some of this in dollars to naira, and that is when we can use exchange. Now let's do for naira first. Now let's exchange. So now this is what I mean. Currently it's going to be, I want to sell USD. So currently we have 11. So now we're going to type in the amount we want to sell. So let's just say 1,000. So we want to use it to buy naira, so we can have money in our naira account. So as you can see, according to the rate we actually inputted, we'll be getting access to this about 1.7. So then we can click on exchange now. So before we go, the exchange is pending, your balance will soon be updated. So as you can see, the exchange fee is just 7% because we have not actually set any fee there. So I'm going to show you how to set the exchange fee as well. So but let's go to, so now it's still pending, so we should go to our dashboard. We will not see anything on naira yet, or we have been debited already. So now let's go to admin. So now let's go to exchanges. So this is it right here. So all you have to do, just click on approve, or this is not gonna approve it. So now let's just approve it. Please confirm. Okay. Then I'm gonna click on okay. So now let's go back to our user account and see how it is now. Let's reload. So as you can see, we have been credited. So you can also do the same for euro, but before we do for euro, let me show you how to set the exchange fee. So just come to tools, settings, general settings, then scroll down. Then now you can set your exchange fee. So we can also make it 1% of every exchange we make. Okay. So now let's go to our user accounts again. So now let's exchange for euro. So now it's still from dollars. So from now we can just say okay, 5,000. So I want to buy euro. So we're gonna be getting 4,455 euro. So now let's exchange. So now we have our charges fee for exchange. So now let's exchange. So the exchange is pending. So now let's go and approve it. So now let's go to dashboard. So we have been debited already. So now let's just go back to our dashboard. So now let's go to management, exchanges. Then you can approve this. So we have approved this already. Let's approve this one that is pending and click on OK. So now let's go back to our user account. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, we have been credited. So now we have funded our US, naira and euro accounts. So it's as simple as that. So now what next do we need to do? Now let's go back to, we've done transfer. Yeah, card. So now let's go to card. So in this banking account, we can create two types of card. We can create master or visa card, and we can also either create debit or credit card. So now let's go with MasterCard first, and let's make it a debit card. So now we can click on apply for card. So your application was successful, so click on OK. So now we will actually have to go on and approve this card. So now let's go to admin. Scroll down. We have cards here, so let's just go to cards. So now this is the card here, is still pending at status. So you have to do just click on this pencil icon here. Then the user actually applied for MasterCard. As you can see, card number, CVV, expiry date, pending status. So now we can activate it. So we have pending, activated, deactivated, and expired. So we can just activate it and update details. So and the card will be activated successfully for our client. And as you can see, we now have a card by an estate, and it's going to be expired on the 27th. So that is how to apply for a card. So now the next thing we want to do, let's check our loan. So application, so we can also apply for loan as well. So now let's just do that very quickly. So now let's apply for $10,000 loan. So as you already know, the default account of this the default currency of this account is in dollars. So you can always get money in dollars and then exchange into other currencies that you have. So now the loan is going to be, let's say, business loan. Then duration you want to pay back. So let's say 1 year. Reason, let's just say to invest my business. Then submit. Your loan application was successful. You will receive a feedback on approval. So now let's go to our admin. So just come to loans here. So now this is it here. So pending. So you can either approve, delete, or decline. So now let's just approve. So just click on OK. So the loan status has been updated. User has been funded. So now let's go to our user account again and see the status. Now let's go to dashboard. As you can see, we already have a new notification as well. So now we have been funded already. So let's check our notification. We can view all and see all of the notifications we've been having, as you can see. So we go to our statement as well. We have a lot of transactions that has been going on recorded here. You see money in and money out. So we go to history as well. As you can see, we now have a lot of transaction history. If you go to dashboard, you should scroll down, we have a lot of transaction history already. So okay, so now let's go with, okay, I didn't show you the status. So while it was still pending, it's gonna show pending here. So because we have been approved, that's why it is showing approved here. So now let's go back to our admin account, which is here. So we have worked on cards, loan, currencies, and exchange. We have worked on gateways as well. Let's see finances. Okay, yeah. If anybody submits a check, this is the place where we're actually gonna see the check. I submitted one the other time, so you can preview it to see if it is valid. So just the logo I submitted, and probably if the check is valid, a valid one, so then the amount, you can simply put the amount here, probably in the check, maybe it's $2,000. So you can just put it there and then change the status to approved, then credit user on approval, then update check. So that's how the check works. So then transactions, you can see all of the transactions that has taken place on this account, on every of the user accounts. Currently we only have just one users. So if assuming we've had a lot of other users, all of the transactions that everybody is doing on this banking script will be displayed here. Then we have configure. So we have different account types. We have savings, current, fixed account. So do you see? So you can decide to delete any one of them, and you can also decide to add any one of them. So I think these three account is okay. So you can add more. So and then transfer codes. Yeah, we have not worked on transfer codes. So but for now, let's just create one more account, and that will be using this transfer code for that account. So now let's just go to, for transfer code, we can also add more code because currently we have IMF, COT, and then tax code. We have just these three codes currently on this account that has been set up. You can also add more code from here through this place. So you just type to the code, then the value, the number, then add the code. So but for here, now let's see. Let's edit. So let's just add here code number, update. Okay. So this one already has a number. So now let's add for tax as well. Just update the code. So now we have the numbers for this. So now let's go on ahead and create a new account. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to copy. Let me copy this. Copy. I'm going to go into a new incognito window. So now let me just paste this, and it's going to be / dashboard. Okay, sign up. So let's go to sign up. So now let's create a new account. So I'm just going to speed this up since I already know how to create an account. So I'm just going to speed. So now under bank system, if you click on currency, you will discover that we now have different currency. So because we have created this currency, so now we can make any one of it our default currency. You can either make Naira or Euro our default currency. So but for this, let me just put it at dollars like that. Then you can change, probably let's use current now. We use savings the other time. So now we can create account. So your registration was successful. So I'm just going to log in very quick because this video is getting too long already, but it's necessary so that I can show you everything that this stuff actually entails. So now let's click on sign in. So now this account needs to be verified. So now I'm just going to verify it. I'm going to show you how to do that. Just come to all users here, manage users, then robots. So let me just edit this. So then I'm going to come here and click on verify account, then modify. Okay. So now let's go to our incognito mode. Now I can reload. And see we're already in. So I'm just going to put my PIN, then confirm. So now as we create this account, we already have the 3 different currencies. You see. So that's how to create this account. So we already know how to do the profile and every other stuff. So we're already here for the transfer. So and if I should come here and activate code OTP, so it means that this account can't actually do the account. So it means that this account actually can't do a transfer without actually using the code OTP that we just set up, the IMF, tax, and then the other one. So now let's activate transfer so that this account will be able to transfer. So now let's go to our code, configure, transfer codes, then IMF, COT, and tax. So now let's just go to the account and let's fund this account. So now let's try and use check, or let me just, so that I will not waste a lot of time, let me just quickly fund this account from here. Credit. So you can also debit an account from here as well. So whatever amount is in the account, if you just put in any amount here, it's going to minus it and it's going to debit the account. So just, okay, let me just put in 5,000 and update balance. Okay, so now let's go to the account. So here I can reload it. So now we already have our money in. So the next thing I want to do is, let's go to transfer. Then let's probably do an international transfer. So these are balance, so we can just try and do approximately around 2,000. Then any bank, so put in a number here, save beneficiary, business purposes, then agree, then make the transfer. So as you can see, the transfer cannot be done without putting this code. So now we are being asked for the IMF code. Please contact the admin to receive the IMF code. So now from here, the user will have to contact the admin. So after contacting it, so you as the admin, you have to provide the code. So just come to configure transfer codes. So this is the IMF. So you just 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's put it in there. So you click on confirm. As you can see, that's confirmed. So now we need to put in the COT code. So just 2349. 2349. Then click on confirm. Then lastly, the tax code. So just 4567. Now let me just deliberately put in a wrong code and see which will go. As you can see, this tax code is incorrect. Please try again or contact the support team. So now let's put in the right one, 4567, and confirm. Yeah. So the transfer has been made. This is the receipt. And let's check our balance, our dashboard. Then as you can see, we have been debited already. So I think that is everything I need to show you about this account, guys. So this is the second account we have actually created. And if you have any question about this system, I would really appreciate if you would ask me through the comment section, and I will always be there to answer any question that you have. So now let's go back to our admin dashboard and see. Now the only thing we have left is the logout. Yeah, so before we finally end this video, there are still a couple of things we need to do, like how we're gonna link this backend with the front end we have actually built. And don't forget, this is the front end that we have actually built for this banking system. So the last thing we need to do is we need to connect them together, so of which that is what we're going to do right now. So right now, if you have not forgotten, this is our front end. So now we just need to integrate our banking system with this front end that we actually built using WordPress and then our premium theme. So now the first thing I want to do now is let's come to our website. And remember, like I told you, depending on whichever homepage that you want to use. So but for me, I told you I'm actually going with this home theory. So I even want it to be a one page. It's going to be one page 03. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to come to all pages here, then I'm going to scroll down. So I'm looking for the one page, so I'm going to open this. So this is the one I want to use, one page 03. So I'm just going to do a quick edit. So I'm going to change it to home, so that it can be our main home page. So you can do this for whichever one you have also decided to use as your main template, your main home page. So after I've done that, so now let's view it. So it's no longer going to bear the, so as you can see, so home. So now what you need to do right now is let's come to settings, go to reading, then home page, going to change it to home here, the one you have set, save changes. So once you have saved the settings, so it means our home here is going to be our main home page. They are just going to come to this home page directly. So now the next thing we want to do is let's remove all of these pages because we are not going to need them. So now we can do that from menu. So now let's go to menus under appearance. So now we're going to select the menu for one page menu, then you select it. So now we're going to scroll down. So now these are the pages we do not need them. We have already selected the one we are going to use. So you can just, so we have to remove them one by one. Then save menu. So once we come back here and reload, we should have them gone. So as you can see, it's gone. So we can now all of these two is gone. So now let's work on our login. So I'm just going to come to under appearance, bank options. So let's go to header settings. So all you have to do is just come here, and this is the header for the header. As you can see, this is header style 1. Do you get? So what we need to do is we need the header style 3, which is this blue header. As you can see, this is the header we want to edit. So this is the blue header. So just click on it, and as you can see, it says header style 3. So now we need when we come to our website here, so there are only two. We do not need this front end. Do we get? We only need just two places, which is number one is the login page and the sign up page, like this, and this is the login page. So these are the only two pages we need. We need the login page and the sign up page. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to copy this login page here. So then I'm going to go back to these settings, then I'm going to look for where we have login. Yeah, so this is it right here. So you just have to come here and paste. So you can also change the text login here. You can also change it here, but I'm not going to change this. I'll just leave it like that. And then for sign up, okay, it's just login. So for the pay online as well, of which this is the pay online, so I can put the sign up link for that one. So I'm just going to paste it here. So then you can click on save changes. So that's how to go about that. So the second thing we want to do is so let me just go back. As you already know, we do not need this front end. So we don't want people to come to this front end, because now let me show you what I'm talking about. Now this is my dashboard. If anybody clicks on this logo, it's going to take them straight away to this front end, as you can see, and we do not need this front end. So that's why we need to apply what we call redirections. So now let's go to our cPanel. So let me just show you. So go to your cPanel here, then locate domains. Under domains, you're gonna see redirect. So just open it in a new tab. So now how to do it is just come here to where we have HTTPS all public domains. So just select the subdomain you have created, then redirect to where you want it to go. So we want it to go to our own website. So you just have to copy your website link here. So just copy it, then paste it here. So just redirect with or without www, so it's okay like that. Then click on add, so that when people go to this place, it will redirect them back to your own website. So now let's just reload and see what we have done. So now let's click on login. So as you can see, it takes us directly to our login page. So let's go back. So let's click on pay online, and as you can see, it takes us directly to the sign up page. So meaning that once visitors come to your website, once they click on the pay online, takes them to the sign up page, and once they click on the login, takes them to the login page. So that's essentially, so then they can sign up and open an account, or they can log in. So that's essentially how to link up the banking script with the front end that we have used in this video. So that's all about this video, guys. So if you are interested in this PHP script that I have used in this video, including the premium theme that I have used as well, kindly check the description of this video. You will see a link to get access to it. I titled it with the PHP script, so you see a link to the PHP script. I've already put it in the description of this video. So just click the link and you'll be able to get access to this PHP script and the premium theme for a very affordable price. So if you have any question about everything I've done in this video, please kindly drop them in the comment section, and I'll be there waiting for you to answer your question. So thank you very much, guys, for staying up to this moment, watching this video. I really appreciate. And if you have learned anything from this video, guys, kindly do me a favor of liking this video, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification bell button, so you always be notified each time I drop videos like this. So thank you very much, guys, for staying to the end. Once again, see you in the next video. Bye for now.